Game day, Chicago Bulls Central as the Bulls face off against the Boston Celtics today. This is going to be the Bulls probably going to get their asses kicked. But, this type of game, maybe the Bulls show up and surprise us a little bit. We're going to talk about it, break it all down, all that and more right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm Haize, host and creator of this show. Make sure you guys are following it at Bulls Central Pod. And we got another game day today. The Chicago Bulls face off against the Boston Celtics. And listen, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I am not hopeful about this game at all. Every single one of the Boston Celtics strengths is going to exploit one of our weaknesses. And that's what really sucks coming into this game. Not that the Bulls don't have a ton of weaknesses and probably would lose anyway, even if the team didn't play into their weaknesses. But whatever it is, and comes down to, listen, this team is a struggle. And when you have a team in the Boston Celtics that play like they do, they are third, I believe, in the league in three-point attempts. They are second in three-point makes per game. It's going to be a long game for the Bulls every single time when that's the case. And so this is going to be a tough one for the Bulls. It's definitely going to be a tough one. And we'll see how the Bulls come in and perform. One of the things that they can do is the Boston Celtics are a middle of the pack defense as far as right now. So, they're third defensively. They're middle of the pack offense. Technically, they're 18th offensively. I had to correct myself on that one. So, listen, the Bulls can take advantage on the boards if Vooch crashes the boards. This is also a team that gives up a lot of three-pointers. They try to force teams into three-pointers to taking bad shots. So we'll see how that happens with the Chicago Bulls. They got to be head on the swivel. They got to actually try to move without the ball and do some things, man. But, I really don't know how to feel coming into this game. I want to be hopeful and optimistic. But, hey, when somebody shows you their stripes and they tell you who they are, you need to believe it, right? And that's where we sit with this team right now. Oh, to God, this makes me feel better. I just lost my effing job today and don't need more disappointment. Well, shout out. First of all, prayers up to you and your family. Bulls for life. I listen, I understand. I've been there before. And hopefully you find a resolution to it quicker rather than later, bro. You're the best, my ninja. What's going on, TBO? Glad to have you in the building. MC Season says, what's good, fam? Hope you're well. I'm doing mostly okay, bro. Your reaction to AK's comments today. I mean, here's what I got to say when it comes to AK's comments. They better damn well say that, right? But to me, at this point, I don't care what they say. I really don't care. I care what they show. Forget all the talk about, saying the right things, stuff like that. I don't care about that anymore. This front office has been saying the right things since they got here, right? So you expect them to say the right things. But when it comes down to it, show us now. Show us. That's what it comes down to, is show us. That's all I really care about. So, I'm glad that he realizes it's his responsibility to turn things around and stuff like that. I'm thankful for him. I'm glad that he did. But at the end of the day, to me, you gotta do more than that. You gotta do more than that. And so the words don't mean shit. To me, it's the actions and what you show. And you got to show us that you really care about improving this team the way that you say you do. So that's my thoughts on it. Anthony Vargas says Bulls sucks. Yes, they do, unfortunately. Sup, Haize? What's going on? Eads, glad to have you in the building. Thurman Singel says just make the game close at least. Man, that's even still hoping for a lot. That's hoping for a lot too. I am a do or die fan, but come on, y'all. We know what's happening tonight. Well, Coolest JB, I'll say this, man. This would be the type of game that the Bulls may surprise us on, and then it would leave us even more confused. But at this point, I don't care. I don't care. Like, just go out there and don't just look like you're completely outclassed, right? Thurman also says, appreciate your consistency, dog. I appreciate that, man. I listen. There's not too many channels that are consistent as me. Do you know if I was confident about the same, I would say Nikola Vucevic should kill tonight, but I don't really care at this point. Just don't get blown out. Kristaps Porzingis is out. Yeah, Kristaps is out. Derek White, Andrew Holiday are listed as questionable too. So we'll see how that affects it. Sydney says, Haize, will you have a trade predictions or scenarios video for the upcoming deadline? I don't really do trade predictions. Like, that's just not me, right? Here's my personal opinion, right? I'm not saying everybody does it this way because there are some people that it's true content for them, and I never slight that. But for me, I feel like trade scenario videos are close to clickbaity because that's going to get anybody. Everybody clicks on a trade scenario video. I mean, people who aren't even the fan of a team. If you're the fan of the goddamn Detroit Pistons and you see a Chicago Bulls trade scenario video, you're going to probably click it because you're going to want to see, hey, is my team one of these possible trade scenarios? So I don't listen. I just it's not my thing. I'm also not a very fantasy person. A lot of these trade scenario videos are all spot pie in the sky ideas. If I see one more person come up with a trade scenario where the Chicago Bulls trade with the Charlotte Hornets to get Brandon Miller, I may smack their mama. Like real talk. Like, because that's just it's not happening. It's not happening. So that's why I don't do that type of content. P will drop in 45, 16, and 7 tonight. Listen, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on. Let's be real. What's good, Haize? Appreciate your honesty and disappointment in the team. Glad to have content creators with common sense, certification poppy. Listen, that's all I know how to be. You guys know from being around, all I know how to be is me. And that comes with both positives and negatives. And one of the things with that is I'm going to tell it. It's hard for me to sugarcoat shit. Like it's hard for me to do that. I'm a very optimistic person in general, especially when it comes to my favorite sports teams. But once I see the reality, it's not much you can do to change how I see that reality. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say, listen, that's shit. That's dookie. That's what that is. So it is what it is there. The sad part is I'm saying worst disorganized Bulls teams mess with good coaching, and we've looked a lot better even when we had Derrick Rose injured. I mean, listen, that Derrick Rose team was still a team that was beat to compete, right? That still was a very deep roster. So yeah, that's why you saw that. But yeah, I mean, we've seen worse teams with better coaching, as I think what you mean, be much better off than the Chicago Bulls are, and that's part of why we are in such a bad place. Mixo says, at this point, the only connection I still have with this team are the streams. God bless you for still covering the sorry ass team while still keeping up the entertainment. I mean, listen, God bless me with a gift. Because I'm not a talkative person in real life at all. Somehow I can get on here and be entertaining. So that's God's gift, man. Haize, glad to see you, man. Saying it out of love. Kill your stretch seam. It's glitching like crazy. Listen, that ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. Like I don't know why I stream on Twitch just for the fact that I could say that I stream on Twitch. Like, don't nobody watch basketball channels on Twitch. Twitch is dying in general. So I'm not gonna kill it. I don't even know if I can kill it from this, but listen, it is what it is. Unfortunately, this I guess StreamYard doesn't work well with Twitch, and that is what it is, man. That's all I can say. Why would they send the verification code to my email? That's a bit weird. But yeah, listen, I for anyone who tries to watch this on Twitch, why are you doing that? Like, why? I don't understand. I've never understood the appeal of Twitch. To me, Twitch is a low rent 1999 version of YouTube. But hey, that's my personal opinion. I know not everybody shares that, but hey, it is what it is there. But let's take a look. Let me see if I can go to my own stream. I haven't logged into Twitch in like a year. It it's not glitching on my side at all, Eads. You're the only one that says that. I'm watching myself now. It's not glitching at all, brother. So I don't know. Maybe you got to download an update to the app because I just played. Maybe it's the app itself. I was on the website. It worked fine. So, you know what I see? An in-app team and front office. I mean, listen, the proof is in the pudding, right? What's good, hey? Shout out to the best damn Chicago sports content creator in the world. Appreciate your family. Shout out to you, VO Walker. I appreciate that, my brother. Listen, I try, man. That's all I can say is I try. I'm glad that people rock with me. Kristaps Porzingis is playing tonight. Really? Let me check that. Let's see. That you know what? That tracks. Let's go ahead and get you. We're just playing the Bulls tonight. Let's go ahead and get you a couple of reps out there. I mean, he's still listed as out on the status that I see. So if they announce that, let's go to the Boston Celtics Twitter. I don't think I've ever typed that in before. That feels icky. Who searches for the Boston Celtics, man? That's crazy. No, I don't see Kristaps. Yeah, Kristaps is out. They updated that Drew Holiday and Derek White are available, but Kristaps is still out, brother. So what you talking about there? Oh, you said is. You followed it up. My bad. Yeah, he's out. Kristaps is out. He's been out for a minute. Uh-oh. We got the Chicago sports killer out here. Steve-O's fed up with the whole city. What's going on, brother?
I ain't even fed up. I'm chilling. I'm just here. I'm happy to be alive at this moment. I don't care about these motherfuckers right now.
You care because you're here to talk about them.
I'm here to have fun.
That's fair enough. Quentin from Let's Talk Bulls says this is going to be a hard game for Vooch and DeMar. Yeah, for sure. Because what the Boston Celtics like to do with their defense, the reason why they give up so many 3-pointers is they basically pack it in. They force teams to take bad 3-pointers because it's hard to pin it. That was almost a pause. It's hard to get into the rim. That's still a pause. Yeah, you can't say nothing. Mason Cameron ruined it for everybody. The English language is ruined. But they do like to force teams to shoot perimeter shots, while they make it difficult for the teams to get to the rim. So that's how the Boston Celtics like to play it, man.
Bro, I don't even know if I could come up with a game plan for us to even try to beat these motherfuckers tonight. Honestly, these are one of these games where you got to play. For one, defense got to be A1, which is what we notorious for. But it really got to be A1 from the starters to the bench. Hey, the bench been garbage the last 2 games. I don't know what's going on there. That needs to come back because originally it was the starters giving us issues. Yeah, and it was the bench that was holding us down. Now
you moved AC off that bench. I think that's a big part of it.
I mean, true. Maybe you needed this time to move it. If I see AC in this star lineup today, it gets a 7-3 bastard, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I mean, you're probably gonna see it, bro. So you might as well just get ready for it,
bro. Why do I gotta keep saying you said that yesterday? I told you it was gonna be a long night. Why do I gotta keep preparing for long nights?
Well, you said that you didn't want to see an empty set, and we all told you you're gonna see an empty set.
And shotgun.
That's crazy too.
And that was the main reason why we gonna fucking score. But besides the point, if oh my god, why we had to play these motherfuckers in this stretch of this about to be hard to watch.
I said it. I could see a world where between now and the turn of the calendar in January, the Bulls only win 2 games. For keep in mind that's a month.
You said January.
Bro, until January 1st. Let's go over the schedule real quick. Hold on, because you'll see why I say that. So let's just go over it. So we got, of course, Boston tonight, which you already know. Then we got Milwaukee.
Oh my God.
New Orleans.
Oh my God.
Milwaukee again.
Oh my God.
Denver.
Nigga.
2 games against Miami. Philadelphia. The Lakers. The Spurs. Cleveland, Atlanta, Indiana, and 2 games against Philly.
Bro,
that takes us to the beginning of January.
I just felt like John Marston at the end of Red Dead. Nigga, we just got shot 15 times.
Bro, that's why I said, like, real talk, like, the fact that it came out that Billy Donovan's job is safe. We may seriously see this team losing streak reach 15 games. I just read off the schedule until January, bro. Like, literally. So out of that, the games that I have the Bulls pegged to win, I think they could beat the Spurs. Yeah. Depending on what's going on with Mitchell, Cleveland's still a difficult matchup for us. Bro, and Atlanta, because we always play Atlanta tough. That's the 2, like, other than that, I mean, I'm not saying the Bulls can't beat those teams, but I'm not predicting them to beat those teams, bro.
Oh, man. What? Bro, why? I can't think of a season in recent memory where we look this bad this early.
Yeah.
Like that, I think that's what's so bad right now because there's no direction. We're waiting for trades to happen. But like usually this happen around a trade deadline. We ain't nowhere near. We light years away from that shit at this point.
That's why I said like this season feels like when you're about 45 games in, you usually get this feeling. We're 18 games in, bro. 18 games in. And it feels like we've gone through the majority of the season already because of the amounts of stress and disappointment that surround this team.
We ain't even had that one real injury that's been big for a team.
Yeah, we haven't had a big injury. We had a couple of Alex Caruso missing a few games. DeMar missed a couple. Zach missed 1 too, right? Yeah. So
We
but
made it
nothing
through.
major.
We can't even make it through allegation phases.
That's funny. And I don't know, bro. Like when it comes down to it, I really have no idea.
It's
This
tough.
team is uniquely terrible. Like that's just what it comes down to, bro. It's uniquely terrible. The way that we're losing these games, the way they're struggling, the way that we look out there, it's like this really does look like a team that's been together like 8 years, and this is season number 9, and they all old and tired now. It's been 3 years of this, bro. 3 years.
This look like the first JV team of the NBA.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It just like this motherfucker, like bro, this motherfucker look like the old choir, with all the old members in the church. They go in to sing a couple selection. This team, the Deliverance Choir. Bro,
That's
I'm gonna
crazy, bro.
I'm gonna start calling this motherfucker the Deliverance Choir. These what we are. We ain't here. We here for every other 2 months. You gonna get a nice performance, man. Fuck this shit. I'm tired of this, bro. What the fuck? Bro. I don't want to watch this.
Well, guess what you're going to? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Archangel says, Steve, I love you so much. You are the reincarnation of Leviathan grandma with a Latavian, whatever. I don't know. I can't
Boy,
read.
you having a goddamn Latvian
grandma with Eastern European negativity. So negative it gets brilliantly funny. Seriously, I love it so much. Listen, Steve-O is over this shit. Like, y'all remember the first loss of the season when I said, hey, it's just one game? Steve, it's not one game. It's not one. I watched this. You remember that? That's how the season started off for Steve-O, and it's gotten worse since then. Where do you think he is now?
Was I wrong?
Apparently not, bro.
I be telling y'all, bro. I feel shit. And when I feel shit, and when I say I don't say
I hope
shit
you
just
get on
to
the
say,
toilet when you feel shit,
bro. Hold on, I ain't talking about that type of shit. There's 2 type of shits we talking about, and that ain't the shit we talking about. I need to stay here with me, sir.
No, I can't. Listen, I'm a Bulls fan. I can't stay nowhere because everywhere it all smells like shit to me. Everything
You
around
right.
the Bulls
You
smells
right.
like shit.
In the words of our auntie, bullshitters.
Yeah, Chicago bullshitters.
Bullshitters, because I don't know what the hell is going the hell. Man, why we didn't go get Teresa Witherspoon?
You know what? I wish they would have went out and got James Wade, though. Seriously. James Wade would have this team together. I bet you they'd be playing defense.
Hey, that's for damn sure.
I'm just saying, man.
Man, I don't know, bro. I'm over. I'm just over. I'm depressed.
I know as Bulls fans, we're so excited for the season. Waited months to watch them play again. Ought to be disappointed. How do you feel about it, Haize? Do you think it's too late to turn it around? It's never too late to turn it around. I don't think this team has the talent to turn around. They don't have the execution to turn it around. So that's what I feel. That's technically a lot of time.
A turnaround is a win streak that we can't even get right now.
We have not had any type of wins. We haven't strung wins together this whole entire season.
That's my point. Like, we can't even get a win streak, let alone turn around. So, like, that we in no predicament to do anything right now, bro. I'm just be honest with y'all. Like,
yeah,
there when the cliche comes out, there's light. No, it ain't. We
there
stuck
ain't no
in
light
the
at the end
cave.
of this tunnel, is it?
We stuck in the cave.
It's all ass, bro. It ain't no light at the end of the tunnel, bro. None. It's just dark and shitty. That's really what it comes down to. Ben 10 asked this: do you think if we kept Bev, how would we be doing? Listen, I think I've said this on the show episode before. I think people overrate what that Pat Bev. Yes, we went 14-9, but if he played here the whole season, we wouldn't have went that. Like that team still had tons of flaws in it, still had defensive lapses, things like that. It's not like now you could say that if we went like freak over the 23 games, like 20-2, but it's like 14-9. Like, and other teams towards the end of that weren't necessarily fighting. The Bulls are still fighting for a playing spot. Some of the teams who played towards the end of that had their seeding locked in. But Steve, what do you think, bro?
What I think is we don't care. We got a team that just don't care about anything.
Yeah.
And that's the key about anything turning around. You talking about, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't care about these meetings no more. Because I've seen one meeting work. We've seen Celtics come in and say, hey, all right, something ain't working here. We didn't went through Eastern Conference Finals. We didn't been in the playoffs. This ain't us. We need to get back to what we got to. Turned it around, got to the finals. Came up short, we got to the finals. What we seen out of us is we didn't had 6 meetings. No, look for real. Have we not had like 6 meetings?
I mean,
So, like,
I think some of that's just the normal talking afterwards, but I get what you're saying.
I'm just saying, once we keep hearing about y'all having team meetings and then one is pushing the coach out, that the writing's on the wall. You just ain't trying to bust that damn wall open. It's like we like that parent that you finally get where you want to be in life. You got your money right, but you want to move your parent out that house. I grew up here. I raised y'all here. I don't want to go no more. Like, it ain't working, AK. I don't know what you need to do to let this shit go, but you need to let this shit go. You had no reason coming into this shit talking about, I need to see it one more time. I don't know why. You didn't need to see nothing. Y'all was not that far away from anything. You wasn't a step away. You wasn't.
Yeah, now they're not even a hop, skip, and a jump away either. This is how Andre Drummond is dressed coming to the game. That man finna get to work. Yeah, I'm telling y'all that right now. Andre Drummond finna get to work. He dressed like Pee Wee Herman, bro. He's about to get to work. Yeah, I don't know what that is, bro. He's dressed like, I don't even know, bro. Like the substitute ROTC teacher. Like
he dressed like D Wade in 06.
That's hilarious, bro. Like that's an interesting outfit, bro.
Why you pull it up one more time? Hold on.
Let me go back. Hold on, let me remove the comments so you can see the shoes too, because you got to be able to see the shoes. Hold on.
Motherfucker, I know you ain't wear. You decided to wear cardigans and some slacks with a red hat, with a button up, with a tie, and decide to put the dunks on. That's the ice cream joints.
Yep, that's exactly what that is.
Why you just couldn't put on some nice formal shoes, bro?
Because he's Andre Drummond, bro. He's about to get to work. I told you, like, he's about to get to work, bro. He already got the pirate facial haircut.
That motherfucker uncle was a red coat.
A red coat, my guy? That's crazy. That's
he dressed like a fuck. That motherfucker looks straight out of Britain.
I mean, this is
somebody somebody talking about he dressed like Pat Designer. Y'all, wow.
Drummond looked like the owner of a Ponzi scheme. That's hilarious, bro. That's funny. Yeah,
that mother look like he make a mean schnitzel.
Listen, he definitely about to take a 3-pointer today. Y'all might as well go ahead and get ready for it. He is about to take. He
on his JaVale McGee shit.
Yep. He's definitely finna take a 3-pointer today.
He's
finna have a Euro step to spin, layup, dunk. I don't even know what to call it. He's about to do some weird shit.
You see Tristan Thompson the other night. He got that dunk. He was like, yeah, I got to show these motherfuckers something.
The outfit has more structure than the entire coaching staff. That's crazy.
But then, it breaks down to the shoes. Like, why would you wear that shoes with that fit?
Yeah, the shoes really just like you could pull off this outfit. Like it's like
the fit. The fit cool. It's the shoes. You can't. If you gonna do some dunks, you gotta match it up.
And why the red hat with those shoes?
That's what I'm saying. If you gonna wear a red hat, I was expecting to see some red in the shoes. Like, why would you wear the ice cream joint that don't?
Yeah, I don't know what that's about, man.
That's I don't know. I guess
at least it's not Kyle Kuzma or Westbrook drip. Listen, they don't have drip. They do that high fashion bullshit that
motherfucker Kyle Kuzma come in this bitch wearing a couch.
That's funny. That's pretty
for real. When Westbrook coming this month, I don't even know. Like he look like he go to the thrift store and just put shit together.
Man said if he would have had on some breads, I still don't know if it would have been better.
The breads would have been better. Hell, put some classic ones on, would have probably been set it off.
That too.
Put some. If you gonna do some just shoes, you did some classic or some black toes ones. That would have been.
I don't know, man. It is what it is. I'm trying to wait till the starting lineup comes out, but we ain't got shit from the starting lineup. Let's get into these comments, see what people crazy saying in here.
Telling me to get off to read y'all comment. What y'all got to
Oh,
say?
you
What
see?
y'all want to talk about? What the
Is
fuck we go talk about?
Is Billy secretly terminating this team the way he's subbing players, bro? Listen, no, like I said, on what was that last night with the Bears, and they asked something about Luke Getsy. I'm like, no, he's not. Billy Donovan's too fucking stupid to plot anything. He's not. He don't even come up with a. You think somebody who doesn't come up with a game plan can come up with a secret plan to terminate something? No.
Y'all just gotta understand. Y'all gotta stop this. Sometimes y'all be. I understand a lot of wrestling fans up here because y'all be coming up with how to work, shoot, shit. Some people just stupid.
Yeah.
Some people are just not good at their job, and Billy Donovan is one of them.
Exactly. Sydney says, I know as Bulls fans were excited for the team this season. We answered this already, Sydney. Did you not hear? We both answered this already. Because I asked Steve he's too late to turn it around.
I wasn't even excited. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all got on me because I said we was gonna win 40 games. Look like we might not even win 30 in this motherfucker.
Bro, this is gonna be struggle. It's really gonna be a struggle to get to 25 wins, and that's what's crazy. You bet on continuity, and you're not gonna get to 25 wins. That's crazy.
That's insane.
Let's see what else we got. I still can't believe a hockey team can score the same amount of goals the Bulls did in the second quarter yesterday. Yeah, they scored 4 field goals. I went off about that. Billy can't even tie his shoes. You think he can pull off an evil master plan to secretly terminate this team? That's funny. I mean, he ain't remedial that way. He's just basketball remedial. That's all.
That man just let me shut up. I was about to say something wild. Yeah,
TBO
y'all
says over under on P. Willie scoring 8 points. Over under on P. Will scoring 8 points. Under.
He just had the game of his life. He might not even play. Matter of who we playing? No. It depends on how he starts. If he starts off making shots, maybe.
Yeah. Justin Chapin says, "You guys think the Celtics will come out of the East? What you think, Steve?
Looking like it. They look like the most complete team right now.
Yeah, listen, and keep in mind they have had health concerns. Well, they got 3 losses on the season. Like I know the thing with it is they are really going to try to make sure that Kristaps is healthy by they lost 4 games are healthy in the playoffs. So you're going to see a lot of low management. I will say maybe towards the end of the season, maybe they lose more games than people are expecting because at that point they're just focused on health. But listen, this team, the Boston Celtics are the most complete team in the Eastern Conference. The Milwaukee Bucks are still figuring it out. The Cleveland Cavaliers have seemed to take several steps back. The New York Knicks are going Nick. So listen, the East right now seems like it's the Celtics to win. That's for sure.
Yeah, health is their only thing. They just got to stay healthy.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Nah, Steve-O, don't hold your tongue. Say what you want to say.
No, I really couldn't say what I wanted to say right there. I really couldn't want to say what I wanted to say right there.
Yo, Steve-O and Haize, I'm not surprised Billy or Acme ain't going nowhere. Haize, considering who our owner is, with that, what moves will y'all want to see post Zach LaVine? I mean, I can't answer that until I see what happens with Zach LaVine. Like that Zach LaVine trade and what they get back or not in that is going to be so important in that.
I want him to be Ryan Poles. Get rid of everybody.
That's funny. You think it's time to clear house completely?
Hey, garage sale.
Who on this roster do you want to see stay to the next version of the
Kobe
roster?
and Ayo.
That's it? No Caruso?
And Julian Phillips. For what?
Yeah, I mean,
what are we gonna keep Caruso for?
I don't know. Culture?
What fucking culture?
Help build the culture. What you mean? Caruso's the type of culture we would love to have.
He can build, bro. Send that man on his merry way.
You say go send him to greener pastures.
Yes, because it ain't green. That shit burning. It's black.
Kayvon says, "Bring me." We're not getting Brandon Miller. You're not getting Brandon Miller in the trade with Zach LaVine. Y'all didn't let these clickbait pages and things make y'all think that something that's not realistic is realistic. In what world do the Charlotte Hornets, who have never been a free agent destination and never will be a free agent destination, give up on a player that they've seen a total of 20, not even 20 games from so far, that has all the potential to be one of the best scorers in the NBA? For Zach LaVine? Nah, bro, that's not happening.
I done told y'all once. I ain't gonna say it one more time. When it comes to trades, you can't think me first. You got to think them first.
Yeah.
It's a transaction.
You got to ask us, the way that I always approach it is like, you got to ask yourself this. would you take that player back? Like, for example, if you had Brandon Miller,
Exactly.
would you give him up in the Zach LaVine trade?
And
So
you
why
got
the hell
that's
with the
what I'm
Charlotte
saying.
Hornets?
You gotta put your shoes in their shoes first. That's everything I gotta make. Would they accept that? It's not what I would like. It's would they accept that? That's like you just said. They don't get a trade. People don't go to Charlotte. They leave Charlotte. So if they got a dude that has the potential to be the scoring caliber type of player of Zach LaVine, and he's all of 21,
yeah,
you keep him along with somebody. You just lost Lonzo. Who knows how long he's going to be out?
You mean LaMelo?
I mean LaMelo. Yeah.
Completely agree on that one. Let's see what else we got. BKR Sports trolling on this one. Trade Zach LaVine for Maxey, Joel Embiid, and Philly first in 2024. That's crazy. That's almost the level of what some people are getting for this right now. Bulls for Life says the way Jerry, Michael, and the front office like to keep Billy around makes you wonder how much. I should have pre-read that. Should have pre-read.
Yeah,
I think it probably would be the other way around. Is how much of their D is he sucking, because he should be the one that doesn't have a job. But
that's why he always got gum in his mouth
to wash out the taste. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Y'all heard it here first. Billy Donovan chews so much gum to get the taste of dick out his mouth. That's what happens there. There you guys go.
Why did I do this?
I don't know why you did that, because you know I was going to say it. Ammo says it's not that Billy doesn't make a plan. He just fails to make contingency plans in critical moments. Oh, I got to disagree on that one. Billy's plan sometimes is hope. We're going to go out there and hope we make threes. That's not a plan. You can say, hey, yeah, our plan was to take a lot of threes, but how you get, if you don't do the proper things to create 3-pointers for yourself, and you just come to me, I'm not giving you credit for that as being the plan.
I ain't gonna lie. I think a lot of those times did for real since he been from Florida, ever since he got to the league, he's looked at it like this: y'all professionals, y'all the best players in the world, y'all gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
and that's how he coaches.
He coaches like somebody who's used to having superstars, because superstars, right? You can expect to do that especially when one of your stars is a point guard. You can expect them to figure it out, and that's why I say, like, Billy Donovan, if it's on his next team, he has a star level point guard, he's gonna look much better. Like that, Billy Donovan system is so contingent on having superstars, and if one of those could be a point guard, it'd be even better. But go ahead, Steve.
Because he running this motherfucker like Zach and DeMar is KD and Westbrook. Think about it.
Yeah.
The pick and roll and the kick out. And who will be there for those kick out? Harden and Ibaka.
Yeah.
But your players don't they don't equal out to that type of scheme you can run with that. You can't run it that way just because that's what you used to. That was my main purpose of. I never wanted Billy to be here, because that's what he's done in every situation with it. He tried to do the same way. He tried to run Chris Paul like he was Westbrook, and Chris Paul was like, "No, it's me and Shea, and we're gonna run it like that."
Yeah. That's what it is, man. Like, he's just a coach that it just sucks, man. When it comes down to it, if the only way your system works the best is having superstars, then the system isn't that good. You just have the talent that can make almost anything work.
Yeah, and somebody like KD can make anything work.
Yeah.
Like literally, the people of KD caliber, like even Zach caliber to DeMar's caliber to the degree, when you're an elite scorer of that nature, yeah. There's times where they could just go out there and get buckets on their own, but still, you still got to create, and he doesn't create nothing.
Yep. Emma also chips in. My dad always had this phrase: if you shit in one and pray in the other, you're gonna have a lot of shit on your hands. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Let's see what else we got here. Vern with another one. Yo, Steve-O, would you look at the Clippers for anything? Because they need major change, in my opinion, as well.
I'm always up to taking Norman Powell.
I can see that.
Norman Powell. I'm not the biggest Bones Highlands fan, so maybe Trey Man.
Trey Man. Yeah,
I'll take him for something. That's about it.
Okay. I don't know. I'd have to look at it. OTR says Billy would put Julian Newman at center if he was in the league. That's crazy.
He probably would.
I mean, Nate Robinson would be playing small ball center for sure.
He definitely small for it.
JK says, how we feel about Torrey Craig signing? Personally, would rather have had Javonte Green. Well, Javonte Green isn't healthy. He isn't healthy. So that's the only reason he's probably not here, to be 100% honest with you. I honestly think that last roster spot would have went to somebody else if would have went to Javonte if he was healthy and ready to go. Keep in mind, he was around the team when they played baseball. He was there. I think initially in Nashville he showed up too. That was before he signed with the team. He's been around the team, so I'm sure they were really hoping that he was going to be healthy enough, but it just doesn't seem like he's going to be. So
for real.
Taurus Law says BD's plan is to hope that Space Jam Juice will magically appear and help his team. That's funny. Space Jam Juice. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe they took the talent from the Chicago Bulls because, like, it feels like something's just off with this team.
They don't care. That's literally what it is. They don't care, and they don't know. They know this team ain't gonna work, so they not even playing like this team gonna work.
Let's see. The man's Nigel says he's not even coaching like that. He's really just a shell of himself. He updated the sets, outdated. I mean, the thing is Billy Donovan always feels like somebody who's behind the 8 ball. What do you think, Steve-O?
Shit, he behind but that motherfucker hidden shelf. Like that motherfucker, he ain't there. Like he been behind the 8 ball. Like like I said, there's very few games where you could just be like, man, he outcoached the hell. Like I've seen Luke Getty. I mean, not Luke Getty. I'm lying. I've seen Matt Eberflus outcoach Ben dude from Detroit last week, even though he lost.
Yeah,
I can't say so many times when Billy's really outcoached anybody.
It was one game. I remember me and Pat talked about on Locked On Bulls. It was like a year and a half ago where Billy coached.
I remember I was talking about it, but I remember the coach was like the caliber of OKC's coach. Like he was young. He was like his first year. It might have been Orlando's or something like that.
Maybe it was. I don't know. But yeah, Billy Donovan is just he's like I said, he can be effective. It's just not on this team, not with the level of talent that we have right now. So
he need a perfect team.
V-Dog says, since Billy ain't going nowhere, I think more players will eventually want out. Well, how do you feel about that, Steve?
They should. They know ain't no future here. That's why I keep saying, like, everybody like, I don't know what's going on. It's simple. They don't care because they know this dude is not a good coach and this roster is not built to be real for real. So like there's no point of really putting your all into something that you already know it's not gonna work. It's like trying to you in a sinking ship and they tell me we can fix it. Bro, that mug going down, bro.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of people saw it. I mean, it seems like we're going to be even less. What ESPN predicted is for like 35 wins, and Bulls fans were going crazy about that. It's going to be worse, bro. Like, it's literally going to be worse this year. Like I said, they may struggle to get to 25 wins, and that's crazy to say that because this team has talent on it, but collectively between the players' performance and the coaching, it just is a perfect storm for this team to struggle, man. And we're going to get the first overall pick without tanking. That's what's going to happen.
Right, we actually trying and we still finna get through it. We probably ain't gonna get that. All luck, we gonna get the 8th pick on some dumb shit.
Do you think Vooch, Caruso, and DeMar will want out too? Listen, I think DeMar is gonna want to stay wherever he's gonna get paid at. That's what I think. Or if he's not gonna get paid, he wants to go win a title.
That's what y'all need to realize. DeMar is on borrowed time.
Yeah,
he want to go wherever he's wanted. Because the thing is, what y'all need to understand is not too many people want them.
Yeah. And it's funny now because, right, when you talk about having to be a smart owner, a smart front office, you have to forecast things. That's where AK has failed a lot at. But, like, to me, had you traded DeMar DeRozan at last year's trade deadline, there would have absolutely been a market. Why? Because DeMar still looked solid. Wasn't the king of the fourth as much as he was the first year here. Also, 1 year left on his contract. DeMar now looks like he's taking a step back. He's shooting terribly, and he's an expiring deal. Listen, I don't think you're going to get much back for DeMar DeRozan unless the team is just like, hey, we're championship level. We want DeMar to come in and be that icing on top of the cake. But as far as Caruso Caruso probably strikes me as somebody who just waited out. Like, I don't think he'll ask out. I think he may just explore his options in free agency. Vooch is, we're stuck with Vooch. Vooch is stuck with us. He might as well dig in. He's gonna be here for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see him acting out either. Like, you just gonna wait out his contract up and then go, unless we trade him, which I think we shouldn't. Everybody say we should entertain it.
Yeah,
we really should.
Let's see what else we got. Can't take another year of picking 8th. Was you 7th? That's where 3 number 7s in a row and didn't get not a shred of fucking luck out of it. Listen, that's what I hope, that if the Bulls are going to be in the lottery, it seems like, I just hope that they don't end up in the lottery and, like you said, it's number 7, number 8, number 10, because that's like, all right, what do we do? We just, like I said, we can't even fail right. That's crazy.
We can't do shit right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I don't know. There's nothing. I can't predict shit. I don't know where we're going to be at. I don't know what we're going to do in the next 2 years.
Yeah. Hopefully get lucky. Bulls Fly says DeMar's regressing. He's getting older, and his game is going to get worse as time goes on. I mean, listen, one thing with DeMar that I've always said is, like, his game can age well. And then he came out and showed this season, and now I can't say that anymore.
He's a lying motherfucker. That's what he said.
Listen, because that he's not getting the separation he used to create. The shot seems like it's just a little bit slower, which now allows for people to get the blocks off. Like, it's just, everything is a step slower. And that's how it goes with some of these players. It's like things get progressively worse. Like, it feels like a big drop off right now, which it is a drop off, but then he's going to kind of stay at that level for like the next 2 years. And people are going to say, hey, DeMar ain't that bad. And it's like, nah, man, listen, it's cheeks over here. That's it. It's bad.
Yeah. Because like somebody just said that we think he gonna retire. No, because he still can drop 25 in a certain style of play on a certain team. He just got to find that team that'll let him do it. And some team will let him do it as long as he can keep it in 25 points or 23 points.
Yeah. Rich says we should have kept Mark. Why do people always say that, like, they don't realize? Let me point out a couple of things for you real quick, and I'll let Steve-O talk. Larry Marketing didn't want to stay here. His confidence was ruined. He wasn't going to stay here. Let's even take that away, though. What's the record for me of the Utah Jazz? I need y'all to go and check that out. You know what? Don't even worry about it. They're 6-11. That's not a winning team. For the same people that have said before, oh, Zach puts up empty numbers, we don't win with it. Tell me what the fuck Larry Marketing is then. They don't win. Like, that's it. Like, yeah, he's the number one option. He gets all the shots in the world. The stat sheet looks good, but go and look at the efficiency. Go and look at the games won. Go and look at the plus minus. The story gets painted with that. How you feeling, Steve-O?
I knew that was coming. I knew y'all was going to do that. Because I knew y'all was going to do that. I was like, all right, y'all know, y'all realize we didn't develop him right. We gave him fucking Jim Boyle, and he tried to turn him to fucking Paul Gasol for some reason. So his confidence, like I said, I compare him all the time. He was like Mitchell Trubisky. He didn't help himself, but we didn't help him either. So we let him go. He wanted to go, so we let him go.
Yeah. And I mean, it is what it is. There, it sucks because, I mean, that's one of the still byproducts of the Jim Boylan era, is that Larry's confidence was shot by then. And so had you not held on to Jim Boylan, which another thing, which is just shows you how long Billy Donovan's going to be around. Y'all remember that when AK came on, they asked him to keep Jim Boylan on as the head coach, and AK said, no, I'm good on that. So yeah, Billy Donovan's going to be here for a minute.
Nice little minute.
That's crazy. Shea going even further back. I wish we would have kept Tom Thibodeau as a coach. I guarantee you this roster would look a whole lot better.
But
and a lot of injuries.
Zach LaVine would have tore his other ACL as Tom Thibodeau was here.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah.
Out this goddamn.
Listen, Tom Thibodeau has a 6 to 7 year lifespan on any. He'll never coach at a place longer than that because he burns people out. The roster eventually starts tuning them out. It is. And don't get me wrong, Tibbs is a great coach, but that doesn't necessarily, everybody can't be Greg Popovich and stay with the same team 20-some years. It just doesn't happen like that all the time.
Nope. That's a rarity. But he's not trying to drop this damn lineup.
I know. DeMar's working on changing his game. His three-pointer is much better this season, so the Bulls can keep him if the price is reasonable.
I don't want him here. For what?
Yeah, why do you want a 34-year-old aging player on a team that can't win?
He ain't won ever.
Negative point differential, 13 out of his 15 years
He
in the
don't
NBA.
play winning basketball, bro.
Nah, I don't necessarily agree with that one, but I get what you're getting at with it.
I mean, as a totality, I'm not talking about style per se. I'm like, if you
I get
sitting
what you're
there
saying.
and you're gonna score and then you're playing optional defense, that's not winning basketball. That's why
I feel that. I still had Tibbs, Lonzo. If we still had Tibbs, Lonzo would have been gone after the first 2 weeks of the season. No, he would have lasted longer than that.
longer than what he say?
First 2 weeks of the season, he would have been out. Lonzo would have
No,
only lasted 2
no.
weeks of the season.
Nah, you gotta give him some more leeway than that.
Mm-hmm. Archangel says, in the Let's Wish We Still Had game, I wish we had Bob. You're absolutely fucking right on that one, Archangel. I love to say that we still had Bobby Portis.
I was mad
Bobby
we let
Portis
him
was
go.
that type of, I was so mad when they traded him because he was that type of player you want to be able to say was a lifelong Bull. Same starting lineup: Kobe White, Zach LaVine, DeMar, Pat, Nikola Vucevic. How you feeling about that, Steve-O?
I like Pat. Yeah, I didn't want to see Caruso, and you might need him coming off the bench tonight if you want any chance to beat them.
Well, I don't even know, is Caruso even playing tonight?
Oh yeah, I forgot he had that foot injury.
Yeah, let's see.
And let me double check.
He's not listed on the injury report, so maybe they're rewarding P. Will with him playing well last game. Give him another chance.
Which he did. So I wish he stick to a damn starting. I'm tired of him rotating.
Facts.
Because I feel like that's you for one, for somebody that do believe that we could do a turnaround, you ain't gonna turn around if you constantly having these weird rotations. Pick one.
Yeah. You gotta let people grow through it, man. And at some
now,
point, you just
I'm glad that you're bringing that because it's coming to my mind because now Torrey Craig has been digressing. Why? Because you're messing up his minutes. You completely
and you don't have Caruso out there with him. I think that they play really good off each other. So let's hope that's the case.
Yeah. So they got everybody. Pretty much everybody else should be playing tonight. Everybody off the injury list.
Yeah. Facts. Well, all right, Steve-O, man, let's go ahead and get ready to wrap it up. We got 14 minutes to game time. Any last thoughts before we get up out of here?
Prayer.
Hey, I wish peace upon all y'all watching this game. I'll be back at halftime. Protect your mental, protect your peace, stay prayed up because we're probably going to need it tonight, man. Go Bulls, see red. Love you guys.